我老师啊，同嘛先生南京的这学着人家他们老呀，小白成绩这些的了有。
First of all, we would like to say good morning and tashit the leg to all the Dhamma friends who are in this live streaming.
我当然说，老人所听的那个，当老人，送就说西吧的他，直接送就说西吧的观念嘛，学个意思。
Today, we are going to go through the verse number 34 in the 37 practices of the Bodhisattvas.
大体听得懂啊？做没有这个先生出就行，结完事的就是研究呗，提起来先给一度明白呗，这个帮我介绍哪来意思。
So the verse number 34, it is the subject that how we can refrain from harsh words. So if I read the text, it goes like, harsh words disturb the minds of others and cause deterioration in a bodhisattva's conduct. Therefore, give up harsh words which are unpleasant to others. This is the practice of bodhisattvas.
Yes. 我在这条身上，专门这个先生出去的形式啊，吃足不，吃足是要的，好像个也不强不起来是。这条身上，也是成就身边那边这个老年人呀，老种期间看啥子呢？吃足不，别人他吃足是老边那边米生了呀，马个说呀的，能数当呀，米生了呀，那是跑呀，吃独家足不，别人他别这个怕嘛了呀，这个。确来不过这个民族，确来这个独家的，不过独家的，顶这个牛子去啊，不过了呀，旁边卷角呀，卷角的吃足不下呀的，那边先给什么了呀，还讲我尿不要的也是，就没有这个先生出去的心思，顶这前边也呢，人家成就身边两年的了牛个的也是。
So the first line, using harsh words, disturb the mind of others. So for example, if you use the harsh words to others, the harsh words, for example, your parents, that to the parents, your children are not bad, not good, or they are kind of like spoiled one, they are something that very naughty, those kind of things really hurts the feeling of their parents, and also to the children. If someone says that your parents are that thing and bad thing, your parents not good, like those kind of the words really hurt them. So that's why the word that really harms other or hurt other, so if you use those words to others, then you are affecting your bodhisattva's practice, and there is kind of like a black dot on that.
现在因为一对咋办呢？米线给什么跑肚着呀的，那我们着呀，给吃的，下边人一举出来，伢这个有个印章，提起来先给一度明我呗。吃足帮我介绍哪类人是对的，先给那我们的话，一度没有吃足不贴足，帮看都有帮过的是。这下边呢，先给一度忙哇，先给那我做吧，听这些马多边，吃足不的钱呢，听这个他吃足不帮我的，介绍成就身边拉着吃个要的是。
So that's why the second line, if you use those harsh words to others, it will become the cause to deteriorations in a bodhisattva's conduct. So that become the causes of sufferings. not only to the others, but also your bodhisattva conduct. There will be causes that it will spoil your conduct. It will have a black dot on your conduct. So that's why the third and the fourth lines, what they say is, therefore give up the harsh words. So that's why please give up the harsh words which are unpleasant. The fifth line, which are unpleasant to others, which are not good to others, that which are makes unhappiness to others. So this is the practice of bodhisattvas. So we are going to go through the verse number 35, abandoning bad habits and the mental afflictions. From the 37 practices of bodhisattvas.
타디 가르치고래 슈비나 녀모 곰나 녀모 도가베 전시 기비 녀모 천송디 차소 녀모 당부를 깨마다 무좀 제바 계산라래 인스 타디기 녀모 봉수라고 요래서 특디 녀모 봉수를 라바.
So if I read the text, it goes like, habitual disturbing emotions are hard to stop through. Armed with antidotes and guards of mindfulness and mental alertness, destroy disturbing emotions like attachment at once as soon as they arise. This is the practice of bodhisattvas. So moreover, it is saying that how you can abandon all those bad habits and the mental afflictions.
타디 가르치고래 슈비나 녀모 곰나 녀모 도가베스 녀모 생에디 답이게 나랑 저기 셈 추탕만나 신기 셈 당신 짱마 당세 짱마 대 녀버 체게 녀마 체게 아니베 녀모 생에디 아니 지 런규리 야 곰차베 인어스 데레야 아니 방야라 돌로 갈려가고 요레스 녀모 곰나 녀모 도가베스.
So the first line, what it says is, once you are habitual with the disturbing emotions, so that become really hard to stop through counteractions. So because you've been already very habituated with that, so all those afflictive emotions, it's now very hard, very tough to abandon. So that's why the first line is saying that habitual disturbing emotions are very hard to stop through counteractions.
근데 이제 좀 빼차샤베이나 상조 녀모고는 녀모 도가다디 빼차샤베이나 꾸모고기 미치기 이나스 미티기 딱 녀마 차지 꾸모고 되게요나 코 녀마 지 꾸모고 좀 뭐죠나 로마되게 해야지 코라 내가 지금 마상에 들었다 치중 가리네 주구와 구 도구요 봐 근데 랑쇼라 여러 봐 어떤 녀모스인데 된다 시리스다 꾸모 랑쇼리나.
So if we give a very simple examples, if there is a, let's take there is a one thief, so he always steal something from others. So that's how he is habituated with that. So if one day if he can't steal anything, so he can't stay. So that's why his afflictive emotions, is kind of like is boost up there. to steal something. And it's very hard to abandon that because he's been habituated with that.
어디 된데서다 아니 배차 샤비는 당아도 요모고는 연보 도가베 전시 기비 연비 순송되었어야다 배나 시다르 버지야 오도 유고 요베이나 콘로로 사가 요베이나 야다 콘로도 사베이나 아니 나머 기비 잠보 마세 내 김사 기비 요구메 내 부고든도 기비 수구메 시다 콘로 쓰니데 즉 라인고도 남사 말 부좀 쳐버려야다가다 챵바다 시신된제 전시 기비 연비 순송되었어 顶这个对家的写当他妈的写当的呀累就怎么哎你们忙过没几把的让没几把听上没几把创办人没几把控制的速度别人顶这个写当那时候不中嘛他说的全把的细心单着俺那别个这哦他说有么光呢你不晨曦基本你不传送是全把的细心给俺那别个困你俺那边忙用不就嘛结果的是大家的写当就把这个晨曦全把的细心单着第 원도 교바이나 간에 최고유 삼배 삼로 된데시 남사 땅도 거래서 잡아다 시신이.
So in that situation, how we counter on that is the second line. It says that armed with antidotes, the God of mindfulness and mental alertness. So what it really is saying that once you are really habituate with all those afflictive emotions like stealing, lying, using harsh words, all those that very difficult to abandon. So how you can counter on that is by having the mindfulness with the guards of mindfulness and the mental alertness, means the introspection mind. So once you have these two as your weapon, what you can do is whenever you have those kind of like afflictive emotion arises in your mind, the mindfulness and the mental alertness, if you have the guards of those two things, so this will aware you that once you steal, you become a thief. So there's many consequences comes after that. Once you use harsh words to others, it will harm others, it will hurt others. So that will be many different outcomes that you have to face to. And also like lying, once you lie to others, there will be some consequences there. So if someone catch you lying, so that kind of the guards of mindfulness and the mental alertness or the introspection mind, if you have in your practice, this will really help you to abandon those disturbing emotions or those afflictive emotions.
근데 인도도 봐 차소 너무 봐 아니 시다다 차도로 소바 태소 아니 원도 유유도 남사마 원도 뭐 줄고네 렘토는 야고래 원도 줄보다가 남상 코바 권는 거래서 물은 좀 제발 대세라래 있어 빼는 아주 신지를 세가 유교 신지야 칼라 샤비는 이가는 미친 버이들 남사 미강바 마수고도 왔어 세가디 코 토아지게 세가 막짜막 동샤비는 콩 밀로네서 제도고 말어 왔어 세들이 빼디는 시고 남산 요모도 것도 주보다가 막 부르좀 쳐도거든 아니 개세 쳐주세요 하늘 안에 쳐요레스 부르좀 쳐봐 개세 안에 is.
So the third and the fourth lines, what it really says is destroy disturbing emotions like attachment at once as soon as they arises. So what it's saying that the destroy disturbing emotions like attachment, anger, pride, ignorance, doubt, and the wrong views, the 6 root, the delusions, So those delusions, if it arises to your mind, you have to, on that spot, you have to destroy those disturbing emotions. How you do that is at once, as soon as they arises. So once you have those kind of potential, and if you are practicing that, that's how the bodhisattvas, they are leading us, they are guiding us that you must do that. So this is the practice of bodhisattvas. Yes.
被查相当俺都得你别修个意思，俺都开始修问题，他这些边关键路具主要的是，这些边关键可能俺的别个这个可能个近代这个哪里呀呢？夏天吃不的是，夏天就他这些边关键个，俺这单朋友弄不来呀，米都都忙过，拼命忙过，查了搞不来是，查公布来，查的弄不，他如果那两关，俺呢这些边关键查全了有什么的话，可能来陪就这样，俺呢的近代的哪里呀，俺呢。夏天吃的茶路是个，那这地方了，茶芒果修起，其他地方了，茶芒果通不来是，这个空么地那里呀？但这些个呢，其他的康贝吃了呀，他性格的之前的吃了呀，点有啥的话是，俺那这些个他夏天吃的呀，但俺那茶圈里面茶的东西多，但茶面俺呀，可能下了对茶就吃我上这个茶路是地那里呀，那个几句就古嘛古个吃不来是他茶的，茶就俺古嘛古我上的。라고 잡로스 내잖아. 콜라고 파장네. 남사고 텐시된제. 아니 코랑 라고도 코랑 주 자구마 군예게 야 내잖아. 장동에 라고도 코랑 라고 지그 주 진제. 아니 깨깨버렸어 코랑다. 아니 명권제 구마구도스. 명권제 구마구도스. 아니 영롱 수준 자와 심버 인스다. 코랑 생디 잡아 맞아고는 명권제 아니 영롱 나 럽도 주는 수준 자와 소고 요소로 봐. 两公斤就古么古的，江龙出这么家呗，400人钱咯，可能老婆可能生节解决不了事。啊，面上其他人古么的考多，古么得是，古么古个主都是那个的，第俺400人是江龙出这么家话400人是，我听到路就要的是，我听那些全些单的，这个朝么一不古么就古着这那么上的了，也不单些，听的是哪头不了事，我听到了就古个他全些个，这个也不单大了的。
So now we're going to share you a very simple examples how you can practice those once you're in your mind all those negative emotion arises, how you can stop on that spot. And a long time ago in Tibet there was a master, Kadamba master called Geshe Bengonken. So he visited to his to the place to his sponsor to do our ritual prayers. And at that time, in Tibet, you usually know that people really love to have a tea, but it's really hard to get the tea because it has to be exported from the overseas or from the foreign country, so that the value of tea is very, very rich there. So everybody, they are really much kind of like attached to the tea. So the Geshe Bengongen, when he was doing prayers, and his sponsor, who is the benefactor that he invited him to do the prayers. So when he was outside and walking on the fields, so he suddenly saw in his house there is a bunch of tea leaves. So he was like, wow, it's like amazing. He has such a plenty of teas. Why don't I have some? So that's why he is going to steal now. And he went towards the tea. And he tried, he put his hand, the left hand, into the tea box. And all of a sudden he has a mindfulness and the mental alertness that, oh, I'm stealing now. So he, from the right hand, he hold that left hand that who is going to steal, and he shouted very loudly that Bang Gongen is going to steal the tea, and the ordained, his name is by when he become ordained, he was named as Tsudim Gyalwa. The ordained Tsudim Gyalwa, the monk Tsudim Gyalwa is, he caught on that spot that he was shouted very loudly. So from outside, when the sponsor or the benefactor who is working on the fields, they suddenly hear that, they rush towards the home. Where is the thief? He said that here, this my thief is on there left hand. So I am I'm holding it. So that kind of like the mindfulness or the mental alertness on that spot, although he is going to do some wrong deeds or with the afflictive emotions, but on that spot, the right hand, as being a ordained monk, as a name of Tsudim Gyalwa, he just on that spot he just hold it and shouted loudly. So that's how they practice while they are in their daily lives. Yes. So then we are going to go through the verse number 36. Constantly take the state of your mind. So if I read the text, it goes like, in brief, whatever you are doing, ask yourself, what's the state of my mind? With constant mindfulness and mental alertness, accomplish others' good. This is the practice of bodhisattvas.
차와 상부 지기도 차와 녀바 지기도 두 균도네 아니 비게 쳔바다 시신기 심베 토네 아니 란지 심기 내급들이야 아니 다제 야고 쳐고 레스 근데 지기도 란지 심기 내급 진짜시스 어디 식도 더다 디레스.
So if I explain these two first words, sentences, in brief, whatever you are doing, what does that really mean is, in short, whatever action that you are doing, whether it is virtuous or whether it's non-virtuous, whether it is causes of suffering, whether it is causes of happiness. So whatever that you are accumulating or practicing with your actions, ask yourself, the second line is, ask yourself in your mind, what's the state of my mind it is? So is it virtuous side? Is it non-virtuous side? It is something that causes of suffering? It is something that causes of happiness? Or it is something that good? It is something that bad? So you have to always ask yourself, or always do analyze or research on that.
디레스타 두 균도네 쳔바다 시신기 심벌 제별 관에 아니 비게지 쳔바다 시신기 심벌 제네 셈첸기 비게 변화야 차와 컨듯이 제별 있느냐 아니 네 차와 제야의 진보다와도 추중 송발로서 제나야 랜다 너미를 라와 지기도 지기민도 딘데스 근데 배 딱제 있잖아요. 아니 그게 지금 랜다 너미를 라와 매바 현대디 sem장 탐제기 정도 현대 제배 아니 딘데기 답이게 지금 제아디 아니 제세 전주세배 랜다 너미를 라와 매배 토네 현대 제아디 아니 제세 전주세배 아니 랍제 인부레스 현대 제바 제세 라레인스 what it is.
So the sentence, the third and fourth sentences, the lines, what they are really saying is, with constant mindfulness and mental alertness, accomplish others' good. This is the practice of Bodhisattva. It is saying that whatever you are doing, whatever you are accumulating the actions, you have to have always the mindfulness and the mental alertness there, that whether you are doing this as to serve others or with some kind of like a back mind there to expecting some other benefits from that person, so that's why you are doing something. So accomplishing others good, if you are doing something that accomplishing others good, that's not the good one. So you have to always mindfulness on that, and also mental alertness, that once you have a expectation, with the expectation that you are doing something good, that is not the perfect one. So that is not the practices that done by bodhisattvas. The bodhisattvas is something that they are doing to others, they are serving others only with a genuine mind, that to benefit others without any bad thought or without any expectations that they will going to give you some goods or some resources. So those kind of like a mental statement, so that is practiced by the bodhisattvas.
다 당당 앞서 디커도려야 아니 챈바 랍chen 인부디 뒤균도네 챈바다 시신스인데 개첨부 인바지 중국 요래스 근데 소다 챈바다 시신스인데 개첨부 이다고도 곧대버로 쉬네 빼토네 지슈고 인스 챈바다 시신이 골라
So
보도에 배주 시샤잖아요.
So here in this verse number 36, what is the main principal point here is, always you have to think constant on mindfulness and the mental alertness or the introspection mind. Once you have those kind of like a background or as a guards, whatever you do, you will always mindful on that, as it is it going towards the virtues or not, as it is going towards the good or not, as it is going towards the causes of happiness or not. So I'm going to share you a very very simple examples from the our Kadamba master Geshe Podowa, how he uses this to the audience and also as a explanation, giving examples.
다 빼드 가래 슈비인다 다 텐시디 빼디 빼난 다 켜봐 밑다 켜봐 식당 안 디켜봐 지 미니 요레스 군이 다 다자레스다 다 켜봐다 디켜봐 딩이니데 베 다세 켜봐다 디세 켜봐 딩이 군이 안에 비게 지기 자주지기 길이야 초생게 나라 안 군이 다데 안 디자인에 디게 디자인 아니 군이 비게 초고 접으레스 디이도 마 안에 자주 길이야 초생 주인 나라 데네 다 켜봐 디게 다 가져 견내고 디세 켜봐가 아니 베데 켜봐다 시신 때죠 그 다들 까토브레스 군이 니모 숨 탭이 얘네를 야마야와 쳐요 말레스.
So I'm going to give you the very kind of like a simple examples how the mindfulness and the mental alertness is very important there. So long time ago there was in Tibet there was a talented swordsman and the archery man. So they are totally kind of contradictories. They always fight. They are enemies. So they live near to the river, and they were using the boat. And every time, like they are doing competitions as a life and death competitions. So whenever that the swordsmen, archery men, when they use the arrows and bow to the swordsman, he tried to control that from his the guards of mindfulness and the mental alertness.
Tinde yinzang ane kon dakyaba digi chuma digi sanyi kinyi ane tuzinala ya ane dichi de tamba tsaiwa ga ngachi shos anye kyu gyaba sotu res tinde lab res.
So the talented archery man, he has a wife. So she was very talented, she was very sharp, and she said that I can make you win. So tomorrow when you do competitions, please, can I be present there as your support? So that she asked this to his her wife, her husband.
That's why. Tende sanyi da yadona kunyi tsede de tuyu wane di korang chungma di da kenye sungma di goya tönze chene ko sangwan cheche tuyuna le yonje ane kunyi bege tsebe gan goya tönze chebe res ane kon dipsi kyaba degi ane da misaba chile shedi kanyi na sam koge ane dizigi di da tsege pomu digi ane geme digi gola ya ane tende sem yingje debe res dizigi kyaba di ane tende chene ko ta 미사바지 가르치게 이나상 거 땅 유도 잡아 아니 그 디가야가 아니 텐시디 투지 아니 건 다가 라제 콜로야 아니 호판바레스 아니 그 소는 양가 제버레스.
So, and when she was present there, what happened is usually they do competition kind of like alone, but in that particular day when she was present there, she sneakingly try to see why towards the swordman, like a distracting mind. So when the archery, the talented archery, he uses his arrow towards the swordman, he was distracted by the wife on the other side. So that's why he can't use his skills, because there is now the problem of mindfulness or the mental alertness that's harmed by the distractions. So that's why he can't control the arrow, and it was hit to his body.
근데 인도 거다 시gal 함을 그 가진 잡으레스 다디기 다 kenye딜 비게 디체바디기 다 답제 켄데 나네 아니베 다이 마세 데스 다 초나 양아세 투요마다 나라게 템바다 시시 냠네 나시버레스 근데 섬잉네 나네 다이 마세데 텐다 시시 냠베 세스 좀된 디손자 로단 덴바지 이나 균도네 아니 대저 로단 덴베 미 아니 랑게 텐 아니 랑 텐다 시신 다도 송스타 템바다 시신 다도는 송구구 두스 템바다 시시 어머서는 해서 쇼야디 템바다 시신게 아니 그게 냠네 아니 나시 송스코 디 러브레스.
So, and once he was heated, and he was going to die now, and the enemy and his wife come towards him, and he was on the final kind of like a breath. He said one stanza, I am not hurt by you enemy, my enemy. I am hurt by my own mindfulness and mental alertness because of that distraction. So because of my own weak of mental mindfulness and the mental alertness, I all of a sudden now I'm going to die. So that's kind of like a final words that he uses, and he died.
또 랍제닝고로데 아니 균도네 템바다 시시에 마덴바 랑교 옹봉가디 이 치료가 대용할 하장의 셈 인제 대비이나 어느 나랑솔로야 녀mom에 다들 포니 아니 소소로 내서 보고요. 레스 더다 뭐뭐 디시고요. 레스
Moreover, what it is the moral of that story is if you are more towards attachment to the five sense, and with those distraction, if you can't guard your mindfulness and the mental alertness, so you may be harmed, you may be destroyed, you may be eliminated, you may be end. So that's why the moral of story is always you have to keep your mindfulness and mental alertness or the mind of introspection there as present to guard your own self. Thank you very much. We're going to stop here.
겸주 쉐드 가상 다리 니슈짱이라 진행하에 다리 니슈짱이라 직 총어셔로 첸데 디르시 첸나 디르시 디우티 콩사 첸데 디시도 아니 말람시도 두번쯤 나오러나 아니 가상 디디다 가상 슈에 슈찬 샤주디 가상 셰셔로 어디 람롱 가주 추에는 모두 차야기디 두번쯤 나오르시 첸나 디르시 켈리 삼티사
I have also the prayer request from Bibila and Changjubla and Heruka Len and Thubten Chori. Recently they passed away. So for their commemoration, we are going to do the prayers. And also some are in their families, some are having serious disease like a Denny Tan Pam and Dennis Pam and their family because of the COVID. So hope they will recover from that soon. And health issues, like they have some people, they have health issues in their families, like Pam Quen La mother and Pam Rick Pao, Pam Tang Pao and Pam Bo Tap. Their health issues, so may they have relief from that. And the health issue also from the He Dong, Nang Ho Dong, Me Li Hung Du, and Tu Tao Du. Please, we also pray for them to have relief from their sickness. And the last is Tong Pan Du and Hong Li Pan Du. They are the children of Bibila and Chanjula, so they are having the obstacles. So for removal of their obstacles, we are going to do prayers. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Suje Kunjo Rinpoche Mage Pana Geyoje Kewa Nyamba Mepa Yang One Kunzo Pewa Echo Toni Tawa Rinpoche Mage Pana Geyoje Kewa Nyamba One Kunzo Pewa Echo Taso Chini Sabe Kewa De Tena Roa Kuna Kamena Kewa Jizu Losan Tava Teme Yibo Rindo Seje Echo Temje Nepa Chinye Pa Nyudu Nede Kaju Pewe Nene Malu Taso Nyuwa Mepa Echo Kandona Washawa Kyumata Desi Jike Mano Namtene Dewa Chendo Kine Tuba Mata Shinge Dowa Denyu Repi
현주 대겸주 쉬어시 되길 하시 메시지라도 통하고 이 아마 냐가기 뒤에지르시다 초보로 시르시 민라디르시 판콕 손서 이 단다른 예절 통로를 시바 이 디시도니 부모 좀 지나오르시
Okay, we finish our today's morning ritual prayers. So tomorrow at 10 a.m. we're going to do the teaching and the prayers. Until then, thank you very much. Have a nice day.